This week on Cal High Sports Bay Area, everyone's on the field, and we have highlights from all around the Bay Area. We'll have the huge battle between Mitty and Los Gatos. Milpitas tries to stop Najee Harris in Antioch, and we continue our series on De La Salle as the Spartans try and rebound against Serra.
We have volleyball action with Liberty and Monte Vista, water polo with Alameda and Foothill, and the Mitty volleyball star and how she's turning her sadness into support for her classmate. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, and it starts right now.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis, and everyone is playing football this week, and that means some really interesting interleague games with top teams facing off. We start this week with one of those games as Campo Lindo meets St. Ignatius. Campo coming off a great season, winning the state Division III title and going undefeated at 16-0.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to top that. The Cougars facing St. Ignatius from the West Catholic League. The Wildcats made it to the CCS D3 title game last season. Two top Division III programs scoring off to start the season at Campo on Friday night.
The Campo Lindo Cougars storm the field as they continue their state title defense against the visiting St. Ignatius Wildcats. Opening drive, quarterback Jacob Westfall goes back to pass and chucks it deep down the middle to tight end Joey Burzins, who busts through some tackles and picks up a few extra yards. And after a turnover on downs, Wildcats march right down the field and hand it to running back Nick Manchero, who turns the corner and falls into the end zone for the early 7-0 lead. Cougars look to respond, hand it off to big running back Jack Cassidy, who bowls over not one, but two defenders on his way to the promised land to tie the score at 7-all. More Campo Lindo as Westfall takes a quick drop and hits Cassidy in the flat, and he will again not be denied by Wildcat defenders as his team goes up 14-7. Looking for an answer, SI quarterback Peter Katz drops back and launches it deep down the field to receiver Rusty McDonough, who hauls it in. The Cats up for a TD to make it all square. But the Cougars would come right back. Nick Moore busts to the sideline, and he is going to walk right into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. And the Campo Lindo Cougars keep their win streak alive by a final score of 24-14.
The Lady Gators from Sacred Heart Prep taking to the water to open up their home season against Leland. SHP getting it going early as defense leads to offense. Goalie Jane Rackow sends it on the long breakout pass to Layla Waters, who scoops it up and skips it home 2-1 Sacred Heart. Back come the Chargers as Avalon Juke fights off the defender, floating it over the goalie into the net. Leland takes a 3-2 lead. The Gators answer back. Addie Duvall rises up for the outside rip, and the shot will be tipped in by the quick hand of Maleka Koshi, and the home team is back up 4-3. Time running down in the half, tied at 4, but Juke spots Samantha Stebbins across the pool. It's 5-4 Leland. Seconds left in the half, and Leland's looking to add on, and add they would as Sonam Gavsvini breaks free and fires it home. More Chargers in the third as the goals just keep on coming. This one from way out by Nina Flynn, who drops it right into the cage. The Chargers keeps charging. It's Berkeley Canestra winding up and sticking it into the corner for another one of the 7 straight Bolt goals. SHP looking to make a comeback, but the Charger D would rise up, and Leland goes on to win it 15-6.
Contra Costa County Sports is brought to you by StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
Great fan support for the Cal Grizzlies as they open their season against San Ramon rival Doherty Valley. The Wildcats from Doherty come out on fire. Katie Kim with a dig to Leonie Bite, who set his right on net, but Margaret Q is there to send it home. More Wildcats as Kelsey Kim sets Eileen Tang, also my favorite drink in space, and she sends a rocket to the hardwood. Doherty with a 12-point lead at one point, but the Grizzlies come roaring back with plain hard work. Allison Hu to Riley Eisenberg to Christina Ma, and Cal comes all the way back to win it 26-24. Game 3 was all Doherty. Tang to Manjaputi over to a high-flying Q, who rips it home. The Wildcats win Game 2. Tied at a game apiece in Game 3, and the Grizzlies take charge. Natalie Aguilera bumps it to Marissa Tsang to Allison Hugh for the cross-court kill. Cal takes the third as Aguilera serves. Jenna Hahn, the sophomore, is there to put down the overpass. Cal leads it 2-1. To the fourth, and Cal in charge once again as Hu and Christina Ma play give and go, and Cal wins it in a battle in their season opener with a 4-set victory, Hu leading the way.
Each week, we bring you the Players of the Week, brought to us in a wrap, produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
These talented folks take on the challenge of creating a new rap each week based on the best players from the previous week. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
We're finally back. Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. It's football season.
And we'll start it off with Bubba Guzman. Got on the field, he create like Zuzman. Offensively and on D, you can choose one. Too many pass yards, he went home with Bruce Hunts. Yeah. And 2 touchdowns. Defensively, you know, number 10 shut down. Cause 2 fumbles. When he hits, you hear the rumble. Loud and clear while Richmond just moved.
Charlie Ramirez is darkly fearless. We largely witness the vulgarly fitness.
Off the Pittsburgh Pirates, flying so high like hipster pilots. 28-0 was the count. Charlie was the hero, and that's no doubt. 4 tackles, 4 loss, and a punt block. Walk off the field with the dub unlocked. Those are your Players of the Week.
Each week, Muir Orthopedics brings us good information on sports injuries. Here's Dr. Murali Murthy with this week's health tip.
Shin splints, also called medial tibial stress syndrome, involves pain along the front portion of the lower leg. Shin splints are most common in runners, dancers, and those who have recently intensified or changed their training routine. The pain of shin splints can be caused by a variety of mechanisms, including irritation or micro tears of the lower leg muscles from overuse, overpronated or flat feet, poor footwear, or weak hip muscles. Treatment typically involves rest from the aggravating activity, ice, wearing proper running shoes with good arch support, and stretching and strengthening of the lower leg muscles. The best way to prevent shin splints is to wear good supportive shoes, gradually increase training regimens, and to ice the lower legs after working out if pain or soreness begins to occur.
Coming up, Najee Harris and the Antioch Panthers taking on Milpitas.
And the midi volleyball star, one of the best in the nation, but how she's turning her sadness to support for her teammates is our Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement story this week. You'll see it next. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, the leader in innovative sports medicine, is proud to present its new 46,000 square foot facility in Walnut Creek. This new leading edge facility combines high-tech equipment, an Olympic weightlifting area, indoor turf field for training and rehab, and expanded physical therapy facilities. The new Muir Orthopedic facility features efficient and personalized check-in, spacious reception areas, and on-site digital x-rays for fast results. For the best care for your treatment and recovery, visit the doctors at Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
The Rikus Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for Core and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to Core, the Rikus Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Rikus Center.
It's a new season at Stevens Creek Toyota, and we're proud to present this year's all-star lineup. Like home run deals on Camry, the original Swagger Wagon Sienna, and our #1 player, better than par, Prius. Plus experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. They're all here, your hometown champs, only at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
We are back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex, where Najee Harris steps onto the field once again this season as one of the top recruits, not only in the Bay Area, but the nation. Najee committed to Alabama, only a junior.
Just a junior. We'll have him another year, but yes. Very talented young man. The Milpitas Trojans, they're a pretty good team too. Milpitas is a crummy team only because they have twin brothers, Devon and Dejon Crummy, as part of a team that won a school record 12 games last season. It's our Togo's Monster Game. Our Jack Washer was there.
Monster Game. Yeah.
Robert, Marissa, thank you very much. Should be a good one tonight from Antioch High School as the Panthers look to build off an opening victory. And what we said, they rushed for over 500 yards in that game. And now we talk all the time about Najee Harris. But Ryan Payne for Antioch, who plays wide receiver and free safety. Coach Lucio told me that expect Payne to make big plays in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And this Milpitas team coming off a school record 12 wins, but that's in the past. They're focused on this season. They're looking to do better than they did last season. And the players that I talked to this week, the way to stop a guy like Harris, there's 1 Najee Harris, there's 11 Milpitas defenders. Should be a good one. Milpitas at Antioch in this week's Togos Monster Game.
Well, there needed to be 22 defenders tonight to stop Harris. First play of the game, he breaks off a 53-yard run, and Antioch would score a couple plays later to take the early lead. There would be more from him later in the game. Milpitas coming right back. This is Oliver Svirsky dropping out the screen pass across Chavez, and there he goes, weaving in and out of defenders. 46 yards to the house, lead cut to 8-6 after a missed 2-point conversion. Second quarter, Numan Najib drops back and finds Harris, and he'll do the rest. Roll Tide left, Roll Tide right. Almost loses his footing. A finishing stiff arm, 76 yards to the house. Najee Harris. There's a reason he's going to the University of Alabama in a couple years. Third quarter now, Najib back again to the air, and he finds none other than Mr. Harris, his second touchdown catch of the night. He had 94 yards receiving. And don't worry, he had one more highlight to go. Milpitas trying to stay in it. Svirsky sneaks in off second effort, cutting the Antioch lead to 34-22. But in the end, too much. Najee Harris breaks it off to the right side, and the Alabama commit is gone. 74 yards to the house. Harris with 396 yards on the ground, 490 yards total, helping Antioch to a 47-22 victory. Afterwards, Harris gave credit to the boys up front.
Pretty much they did everything, really. They're the one who had all the rushing yards, not me, and all the touchdowns, you know. Everybody right here, Yacht boys, you know, so really I can't take all the credit, really they should.
In Antioch with the Togos Monster Game, I'm Jack Washer, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
The Presentation Panthers get their sticks in and take the field for their season opener against the Willow Glen Rams. First half, Quincy Strassilla gets a breakaway that is broken up by the keeper, but Haley Piazza is right there to cradle it and put it just past the goalie's reach for an early lead. More Rams action. Hannah Newgame passes over to Strassilla all alone in front of the net, and she slams it through the 5-hole to make it 3-0. Panthers try to get it going, slapping it to the front of the net where everyone takes a whack at it, but the Rams goalie lays out and denies the chance to keep the shutout going. Looking for insurance, Katie Davies fires a couple of bullets that are turned aside, but the rebound goes to the Rams, and Davies gets another shot, and she will not be denied this time as the Willow Glen Rams go on to win their season opener with a score of 5-0. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Marin Colte is a senior standout on the star-studded mini volleyball team. After a great state title game last season, Marin looks forward to her senior season, but without the man who made all of her success possible. Here we see life in all its glory, a place and time these teenage girls will never forget, a bonding experience on the picturesque shore of an ocean as vast as the future of these young volleyball stars. This is the Midi volleyball team preparing for another season, another chance at a state title. The team has a record 11 wins at state. Marin Colte is one of several Division I players on the Midi team this season. Marin is as much a part of the Midi program as any of the talented players who have come before her, scoring a team-leading 16 kills in last season's state title win.
Let's go. Keep it up, guys.
Marin's run at another state title comes with a heavy heart, but not so heavy that she cannot keep pace. 3 years ago, Marin's mom was battling colon cancer when her father, Greg, was diagnosed with kidney cancer.
He's such a giant of a man, you know, he's 6'6", and he just has always been the pillar, the strength of our family. And so to see him, you know, grow weaker was really hard for us.
I wasn't really aware of how serious I think both my parents' conditions were. I think we were so focused on my mom because she was diagnosed first, and my dad's cancer was just supposed to be something that they were going to cut out and it was going to be gone, and we were really focused on my mom.
It was 1 year after her mom's diagnosis that her dad, Greg Colte, lost his battle with cancer. Her father's death coming as a shock to Marin, who was more concerned about her mom.
At first, that was like a big part of like the grieving for me, was that I had a lot of regret, because I even remember when my dad was going, the night that my dad passed away, I had plans to go out with friends. Like, I had no idea how serious it was. They pulled me out of school and I went, and then they told me, and within 24 hours my dad passed away.
As the 3-year anniversary of her father's death approaches, Marin prepares for another season with the Midi volleyball team. A senior year she had hoped her father would enjoy with her. Still, Marin knows what her dad has provided is a huge part of who she is today.
We all feel really lucky to have had the time we did with my dad, and he was so amazing and has provided so much for us, and I really do feel like my mom said, like, he's still with us, because other than the fact that his physical presence isn't here, everything that he provided for me is still a part of my life.
We talk about him constantly. And I know some people who lose people in their life, it's easier for them not to discuss them, and it's easier for them to just kind of go on as if that's not something they want to think about every day. But for us, we talk about Greg constantly. He's part of our lives every single day.
Now Marin is taking what she learned to battle her grief and helping other young people through a new club at Midi with students who have lost parents to cancer or who are battling cancer now.
It's really nice to talk to other people who have gone through the same thing that you have, and because really every situation is different, and even kids who have gone through something so similar, it's really hard to relate exactly to everybody. But it's nice to know that there are kids who are experiencing the same feelings as you and that you're not alone. And so anytime there's somebody going through something similar, I am so happy to talk to them and just offer my point of view on things and how I've gone through them.
Marin's mom is now in her 4th year cancer-free. Next year, Marin will take her 4.0 GPA and play volleyball at UC Irvine. All made possible by a hard-working, caring man with a giant sense of humor and a love for his family. And Marissa, I knew Greg Colte, his younger children, played sports with my younger children for a while there. Just a wonderful, caring person, and we all miss him very much.
And it's crazy to see how fast everyone grows up now. She's a senior.
Yep, she's a senior, and her mom is doing fine. 4 years cancer-free, so it's great.
Good for them. All right, once again this season, the San Francisco 49ers will present the Coach of the Week award every week, with $500 going to the winning coach.
We'll announce the first Coach of the Week next week. Coming up, the Saints under the lights as Santa Teresa takes on Andrew Hill.
But first, here's this week's Chevron Girls Volleyball Poll.
Little Kickers is a great soccer program for your child. With coaches trained in child development theory, Little Kickers classes are tailored to meet the specific child's age and ability. This creative approach to coaching will have a positive impact on your child far beyond the soccer field. These fun, high-energy classes at the Silver Creek Sportsplex lead to children with strong physical skills who are well-balanced and confident. Classes are available now for ages 18 months to 9 years. Sign up for Little Kickers at the Silver Creek Sportsplex today.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So Hat-Trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great.
Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
When an athlete is injured, you need the right help right away. StatMed Urgent Care has only experienced medical specialists on duty 7 days a week. With no appointment needed, on-site x-ray labs, and private exam rooms, you'll receive the best possible care right away. For immediate medical issues to routine care, StatMed has 2 locations in downtown Lafayette and in the Pleasant Hill Concord area near the Sun Valley Mall. StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
We're San Lorenzo Spirit Squad, and we're Cal High Sports!
The Santa Teresa football field was upgraded with lights for the first time, so Friday night was a big one for the South San Jose school.
And I hear it's all because head coach Nick Alfano doesn't want to work on a Saturday.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I don't want to work on Saturday either. But the Saints are taking on Andrew Hill with some Friday night lights for the first time.
First game with the new lights at Santa Teresa High School among the dignitaries, former coaches Chon Gallegos and Ron Capurso. The Saints start off strong at senior Elijah Gardier with a big sack on the Falcons' first attempt to pass. Keeping their momentum, it's Troy Sanchez charging his way in for the first Saints touchdown under the lights, celebrating the 6-0 lead. Hill firing back with a long pass, but it's Isaiah Menchaca with the interception, running 20 yards before finally getting pushed out of bounds, but the Saints defense was awesome all night long. But the offense was pretty good too. Check this out. A handoff to Devon Hutchinson, who finds the hole, breaks several tackles, spins free using some fancy footwork. It's a clean break down the sideline all the way in for another Saints touchdown. It's 35-0 still in the first half. That's a 70-yard spectacular touchdown run for Hutchinson. The Falcons put themselves on the board as James Rodriguez powers his way into the end zone, but not a slow moment for Santa Teresa as Menchaca receives the kickoff, waits for his opportunity, and then flies down the sideline untouched and unscathed as he runs into the end zone for the final touchdown of the night. 48-6 the final. Nearly everybody in the running attack getting in on the touchdown scoring for the Saints in their opening night win under the lights.
Water polo starting up this week, so we thought we'd meet one team expecting to do big things this season.
Yeah, here's our Jack Washer at the Rikus Center with the Menlo girls this week.
We're at the Rikus Center here on Edison Way in Menlo Park. The Rikus Center, where goals are achieved.
Well, with water polo season right on the horizon, the team behind me looking to make some noise this year in the CCS. Let's meet the Menlo girls water polo team. We're here with senior Anna Miller. Anna, being one of the oldest players on the team and having a lot of young girls, what do you take from all your experience and teach it to the younger girls?
I kind of just teach them, well, a lot of girls water polo players start out pretty young or start out pretty old and don't really know the game. So we try and incorporate that and try and teach everyone like actually how to play the sport, and like we try and bond a lot and talk to each other and kind of be friends outside of the sport too.
In the middle, Parker Callender, a sophomore, second year on varsity though. So what did you learn as a freshman, playing high school or playing water polo at the high school level?
The first thing I learned, was like the friendships that this team kind of like brings, but also there was a lot being thrown at me, different things that I had to learn about the sport very quickly. But with the camaraderie that this team has and a good coach, it came pretty quickly and it was a really fun experience.
Awesome. Over here we have Michelle Meyer. Michelle, your coach says you guys are looking to make a lot of noise this year. How do you guys take the next step and get, make noise, make it to the CCS and make it far into the CCS tournament?
Well, I think we have a really strong team this year, and we're looking to make a lot of improvement. I think we have a good foundation this year. We have a lot of players who have experience, and we're ready to take it to the next level. Yeah.
All right. Finally, we have Esme Morris over here. Esme, I'm going to give you a little softball question. What's one quirky thing about the scene that people wouldn't know if they look at the scene from a first glance?
I think maybe people might not know how close we really are. Even like all 4 years, we've always been super tight. Like, we don't just need like organized team activities. We always just hang outside of school, and I think that really counts when we are in the game.
Awesome. Well, ladies, best of luck this year. We'll hope to see you in CCS playoffs and possibly a CCS championship, and the floor is yours.
Nice on Menlo!
Nice! Each week's Service by Medallion honors teamwork and teammates who partner together to make great plays. This week we salute the Albany football team.
In a do-or-die situation in their season opener, the Albany D made the stop on 4th down to win the game. Amazing teamwork and energy by the Albany D late in the game, just as Service by Medallion partners with their customers to provide great janitorial service for Silicon Valley's best companies. This season, OneHitAway.org will have concussion safety tips every week.
Here's Darren Sidibaka with this week's tip.
There are 3.8 million concussions reported annually in the United States. Along with that, there are 50% estimated that go unreported. Over 50% of high school athletes have sustained a concussion prior to high school, and over 35% of collegiate athletes have history of multiple concussions. Research shows that top sports in high school for incurring concussions are men's high school sports are football, lacrosse, and wrestling. Women's high school sports are lacrosse, soccer, and basketball. Did you know that 90% of the concussions show no loss of consciousness? So if you don't feel right, let your supporting cast know. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week as CCS powers Mitty and Los Gatos meet.
And later we go behind the scenes and see how De La Salle handles some early season adversity to prepare for Sarah as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues.
Hi, my name's Tom McGraw. I'm the CEO of First National Bank of Northern California and the former Bellin & Bell. Our bank is owned and operated locally by people who treat our customers like family. You can trust us to give your family or business the best banking services from a bank that's been around for over 50 years. And now we're in Sunnyvale at 425 South Matilda. Remember, go long and don't drop the ball at First National Bank of Northern California.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the largest indoor sports and fitness facility of its kind in the United States. Our doors are open to the public every day. Come see why people call us their home away from home. By Club Sport Fitness at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. Visit clubsport.com for a 3-day trial pass. By Chevron, every day your car takes care of you. Take care of it. Don't use low-quality gasoline that can leave deposits in the engine. Use the gas that cleans. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car. By Calpine, a generation ahead today. And by the Del Gran Dealer Group. Go to DGDG.com and be a happy car buyer.
Once again this season, Wells Fargo Bank is presenting the Game of the Week. You can go to our website, CalHighSportsBayArea.com, right now to vote for next week's game. Each team is going to get $500 from Wells Fargo Bank.
Very nice. This week, the Los Gatos Wildcats and the Midi Monarchs. This game got better than 1,000 votes. So off to Foothill College we go for this week's Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week. Marissa was there.
The Midi student section has been counting down the days till the first game of the season, and the day has arrived. First quarter, the Monarchs got things going early. Sam Serra might have taken a year off, but he is ready for some football. He airs it out to Tyler Jockin in the red zone. Same drive, Serra finishing off what he started. He sees nothing but open space and takes advantage, breezing past Wildcats left and right for 6. Midi takes a 7-point lead. Midi trying to add on to the Monarch lead, and he goes back to the air. Yes, that's Serra to Andrew Cairns. He goes up for the deep ball and makes the catch. 14-0 Monarchs. After a Los Gatos safety, the Wildcats continue to find their rhythm. Hunter Biggie connects with Jake Holton. This LG drive produced a Wildcat touchdown, cutting the deficit to 5. Third quarter, Nick LaBruna was not going to let anything get by him. He knew Coach Burns was going to find him if he did. LaBruna with the sack, and with 5:01 left in the third, it was Serra once again showing off his QB running skills. Check out the wheels on Sam Serra, 24-9 Monarchs. LG trying to make a comeback at the start of the fourth. Biggie not going to give up. He pushes his way into the end zone, cutting the deficit to just 8. Great effort by Biggie, but the Monarchs were just too much to handle in the fourth. Let's play a little Name That Player. You guessed it, that's Sam Serra doing his thing once again. 54 yards all the way to the house, and Midi goes on to win 45-16. I caught up with the winning Monarchs after the game. Coming off their first victory of the season, let's get to know the Midi Monarchs. Sam, you took a year off from football. What made you come back this season?
A lot of things. I mean, I've been playing with these guys since my freshman year. It's my senior year, and I love all these guys. They're my best friends. I just wanted to come out and finish the year with these guys in my senior season with them.
And this game is not a league game, but it's a rivalry game. Why is it such a big game for you guys?
Well, it's the first game of the season, so we want to come out and play well. And I mean, any opponent we play, we got to take them seriously. And Los Gatos is right around the corner, and there's a lot of kids from Midi going to Los Gatos, so it's just a competitive game.
And this is the first game for Coach Burns as head coach. Derek Bowerly, what's it like playing for him? He brings so much energy to the team.
There's nothing like it. He brings the most energy I've ever seen. He gets us to execute on every level of play, offense, defense. He's an all-around amazing coach.
And what was the halftime message? You guys came out here with momentum on your side, third and fourth quarter.
You got to finish, maximum speed. Nothing's ever done until the fourth quarter rings. You know, it's just follow the code.
And one of those guys really bringing some defense to tonight's game is Nick LaBruno. Nick, what's it like being a senior and being a leader for these guys?
Well, yeah, you know, it's my senior year, so it's my last year, and, you know, I just want to send everyone off on a good note, and you know, just play as well as we can.
And you guys are going to get no breaks this season, none whatsoever. So how do you carry this momentum into the next game?
Well, our next game's always our biggest game, so we just got to keep going, just play like this every Friday, and I think we'll be good.
We got a long season ahead for these Monarchs, guys. Take us out with a cheer.
Girls water polo action with Half Moon Bay traveling to Saratoga. First half, Caitlin Korber picks up the loose ball and fires it from downtown to tie the score. Jump ahead to the second half. Half Moon Bay on the attack, swung to Carly Pomeroy, who gives a couple of shot fakes and then puts it home in the back corner to give the Cougs the lead. Later, loose scramble in front of the net. Camila Alvarez-Baila stays with it, outduels the goalie, and then puts it in the back of the net. 4-2, Half Moon Bay. Nice play there. Fourth quarter action now. Jace Welton for Saratoga gets the ball in front of the net, spins and fires and scores, and we are tied at 4-all. Half Moon Bay responding though. Ellie Henready rips one off the crossbar, but thankfully her teammate Molly Pomeroy is there to clean up the rebound. It's a beautiful lob shot, and the Cougars are back up in front. Then Carly Hilbert puts the game on ice for Half Moon Bay with a rocket on the break, and Half Moon Bay holds on to win by a final score of 6-4. The Pomeroy sisters combining for 3 out of the 6 Cougar goals.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week. This award honors student athletes who volunteer in their community.
This week we honor Valley Christian volleyball player Amanda Snyder. The senior middle block volunteers in a variety of ways, including her recent trip to Tecate, Mexico, where Amanda helped build homes there as part of a faith-based trip. Amanda explains why this trip was so important to her.
I really want to go to Haiti this year with my church, and I want to maybe go to South Africa or Thailand with my school. I want to definitely keep doing mission trips throughout college and throughout the rest of my life. I strongly believe in volunteering, and that's just a way that I can be a servant just like Jesus was, and just try to be like him as much as I can.
Coming up, Castlemont meets Burton.
And the season with De La Salle continues as the team must come back strong after some adversity in their first game of the season. They're playing Sarah next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities. And by Catering by 5, outstanding meals for your next party wherever it is. Catering by 5, High Five Pizza, and High Five at the Plex.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with another intersection contest, this time the Oakland League taking on the City League. The Castlemont Knights opening up with an impressive game. 47 points they scored in that win.
Yeah, the Knights taking on Burton, who won just one game last season, so an opening day win would be huge in the game played at Burton Friday afternoon.
Perhaps the best view in Bay Area football, Rosenberg Stadium at Burton High School as the Pumas played host to Castlemont. First quarter were scoreless, but that'll change as Jihad Stevens takes it over the right side, busting through the hole. Nobody gonna catch him, scampering 41 yards for the Knights' 7-0 lead. More Stevens, and this time he tries the left side as he busts another big run down the sideline and all the way down inside the 5-yard line. And that play would lead to this play as number 24 takes it in for another 6 points. The PAT no good. It's 13-0 Castlemont Knights. Time running down in the first half, and Burton gets on the board as quarterback Dominic Maua spots a wide open Raymond He on the post route, and he cuts the lead to 13-6. Third quarter now, and the Pumas are looking for the tying score. They'd find it by way of Maua's legs on the option keeper, and we're tied at 13-all. Fourth quarter now, and the Knights go back to their bread and butter. They give it to Stevens, who takes it over the right side, makes 1, 2, 3 men miss, and Stevens is off again. No chance of anyone catching him, and the Knights retake the lead. The Knights would go on to have a 26-point fourth quarter, punctuated here by this inside give to King Ale. The King gets into the end zone, and Castlemont wins it. 45-26, the final.
Alameda and Foothill ready to kick off the season on a sunny Tuesday afternoon. First quarter, Elise Elsie Jetty getting things going for the Hornets. She fires one past the keeper to put Alameda on the board. Foothill trailing by 2. Laura Belichick passes to Haley Morse. Morse with a nice corner shot score, 2-1 Alameda. The Hornets with only 7 players, but that did not matter. Elsie Jetty over to Hazel Johnson, and Johnson scores. Hornets up by 2. And some nice passing by the Hornets here. Elsie Jetty over to Nicole Lice, forks out to Olivia Thomas. Thomas passes across to Johnson for another goal, and Alameda increases their lead to 2. The Hornets getting into a rhythm towards the end of the second. Lice works down low to Elsie Jetty for the sweet around the back shot, her 3rd goal of the game, 6-4 Alameda. Foothill trying to make a comeback. Michaela Thide rises up and ricochets it in to come back within 2. However, the Hornets were just too much on this day. Olivia Thomas slips it past the keeper, and Alameda goes on to win with a final of 12-8. Elsie Jetty and Johnson leading the team with a combined 10 goals.
This season, we're bringing you exclusive access to the De La Salle football program.
That's right. Our cameras will be following the Spartan football team as it plays one of the toughest schedules, as the Spartans found out rudely last Saturday night. Taylor Lambert joins us now as he covers the season of De La Salle.
Marissa, last week we took you to Dallas, where the Spartans traveled to meet Trinity High School. The Saturday night game was the start of a challenging week for De La Salle, a week that would end with a game against former Spartan Patrick Walsh, now the head coach at Sarah High School.
It's game day. After traveling 1,713 miles to Texas, after spending 3 days in Arlington, and after one state title last season, the top-ranked team in the country, the De La Salle Spartans, face off against Texas mainstay, Trinity High School. It's a nationally televised game. Lots of eyeballs are on this matchup. Lots of eyeballs are on number 1 De La Salle. And then right before kickoff,
we are going to have to delay the start of the game. There is lightning in the city of San Diego.
a 2-hour lightning delay, of course.
Heavy showers in the red.
So it's going to rain for like an hour?
Half an hour to an hour.
I didn't bring a rain jacket or anything.
Neither did I.
As kickoff approaches, Trinity is feeling more and more at home.
Really? I don't think ranking means a whole lot. We'll just have to see what happens on the field.
They up for a challenge. They always up for a challenge. And I think they got it.
But this is no game for puffing your chest or bravado. This is a game of execution. And in the first quarter, DLS takes the lead on an Anthony Sweeney 39-yard dart. The Spartans lead 14-6 with under a minute to play in the first half. Then disaster strikes. The Spartans head to the locker room up by 2, but emotionally down.
Despite the fact that we've done absolutely everything wrong, we're still winning. Despite us screwing everything up, we're still winning. You make a block, touchdown. You make a catch, touchdown. You make a read, touchdown. A little better throw, touchdown. Guys, we could be steamrolling these guys. Fact.
Be on alert. Hey, you guys, this is what defense is all about. Offense makes mistakes, you got to rally. You can't run out with your heads down and all dejected. Let's go, get it back, let's go, let's go. Hey, tell them to watch quarterback draw.
And it gets worse from there, in a very un-De La Salle type way. Sloppy penalties, turnovers, and missed opportunities. Trinity's lead grows to 12. But the Spartans fight back. An 81-yard Antoine Custer touchdown run brings DLS to within 5. And with 43 seconds left in the game, the Spartans go for the win.
Asiasi, they let him throw, incomplete, he had Vanderklut.
And then, on the next play, 4th and 14, the ball falls incomplete, and the game is over.
Every little moment that we needed, we didn't make. You can't play like that. You can't prepare like that as well. You got to hone in better than you are. We got Sarah. in 5 days. And you guys got to emerge as something different than we were tonight.
Back in Concord, at practice for De La Salle. #1 in the nation no more.
We made too many mistakes. You can't beat a really good team like them and a team that's as physical as they are, missing as many tackles as we did. We weren't physical enough, and then on offense, we just made way too many mistakes. We had a lot of open plays that we just couldn't connect on, and it's just not going to work out well. Too many mistakes.
Keep your head in the game the whole time. Don't get down on yourselves. And you guys on defense, someone's going to have to emerge as a leader and rally our guys. Let's go! Spots on me! Spots on 3! 1, 2, 3!
De La Salle starts off hot against Sarah, jumping out to a 28-0 lead in the first half, forcing turnovers and capitalizing with an offense led by quarterback Anthony Sweeney and running back Antoine Custer. But the defense is still lacking, and the coaches want to see more out of interior linemen and top national recruit Boss Tagaloa.
Hey, I still don't see you dominating. I do not see you dominating. But I don't see guys snapping and you driving piles. Hey, boss, yes! That a boy! Boss, yes! Hey, that a boy.
But once the second half starts, the Spartans revert to that team we saw in Dallas. Sloppy, undisciplined.
Get the starters get ready. Starters get ready. Our D-line.
Forcing the Spartan first-teamers to come back into the game.
Get the starting line. All starters, get in.
Starters back in.
How many times you guys jump in practice? I jumped.
It's a win, but the lackluster second half makes post-game feel more like a loss. With small mistakes grinding on the team, and with an extremely difficult schedule upcoming, the Spartans of De La Salle feel more like they're playing catch-up than starting the dominant season.
You want to make something really successful of your season, show up, work, do what you're told. That's it.
Next week, we'll show you how the Spartans prepare for Southern California Power Servite, and once again, take you behind the scenes with DLS.
It'll be exciting, too, because I know Servite travels well, so.
They're very good. Very good.
All right, Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field. This week, doing the dirty work is the defense for Mission San Jose.
After the ball is fumbled several times, the Warriors players move the ball ahead before Elliott 2 picks it up in the end zone, not giving up on the play. Elliott 2 on the bottom of the pile, making sure he snags the ball for a touchdown for Mission San Jose. Elliott 2 and the Warriors doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Once again this season, you can buy full game DVDs on our website at CalHighSportsBayArea.com, plus lots of social media stuff. For example,
Twitter, Facebook.
All that stuff at Cal High Sports BA. 9,400 followers we have on Twitter.
If you're 10,000, you're getting a big prize.
Something big.
Something
we'll
really
have to figure
big.
it out.
We'll have to think about that.
Okay.
Coming up, Acalanes and Skyline.
And more water polo as Half Moon Bay meets Saratoga next.
Club Sport at the Silver Creek Sportsplex is fitness for the entire family. Mom can feel secure in one of 120 individual fitness classes while the children play in the Child Care Center or learn to swim in the Club Sport pool. Dad gets a great workout in the state-of-the-art cardio and weight training area. Classes range from Zumba to aquatics and everything in between. No matter what your fitness goals are, Club Sport welcomes everyone. Club Sport San Jose has something for the entire family. Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers' new stadium and for the new Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, and Mitty wanted the very best, on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
The Rikes Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for CORE and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to CORE, the Rikes Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Rikes Center.
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monte Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with opening night for the Skyline Titans, the Oakland League power with a lot of new players taking over for a senior-laden team that went 6-5 last season.
Acalanes is looking to rebound after an opening night loss where Antioch ran for more than 500 yards. The Dons looking to lock it down against the Titans in Oakland Friday night.
How you doing? How you doing? Acalanes and Skyline getting to know each other before the game. First quarter action. Acalanes starting things off with Jake Berry handing it off to Leo Baracco, 7-0 Dons. After the Dons take a 2-possession lead, Will Rembach gets a punt block here. Will coming in, blocking the punt. Skyline will recover, but Acalanes takes over right there at about the 10-yard line. Later on now in the second quarter, it's Marcus Wesser finishing things off, and it's a 21-0 Acalanes lead. Here's Michael Bone for Acalanes doing work on defense, number 6, picking it off, and a 30-yard return. Then Berry back to pass, and he connects with big boy Matt Messitz to make it a 28-0 Dons lead. Not sure Skyline quarterback Sid Smith was ready for that snap, but he gets it anyways, rolls out and fires deep, and right there is Steven Lopez downfield making the catch, and Skyline was in business, but after that amazing catch, the Titans move into the red zone. But the Acalanes D was awesome all night long. Ryan Nall comes in with his friends to get the sack there, and then it's Berry throwing deep again, finding Ryan Levy this time, and Ryan stumbles into the end zone. A terrific catch there, and Acalanes rolls. 49-0 was the final. A big game for Berry for the Acalanes Dons.
We showed you the girls, now the boys action between Saratoga and Half Moon Bay. First half, check out the sweet no-look shot by Mason Lee. Play of the week worthy? Well, you're just going to have to wait and see. Jump ahead all the way to the fourth period. Half Moon Bay on the break. Morgan Drobnik ahead of the defense. He puts it in. Cougars up 7-5. But Saratoga would respond. Lee inside to Davis Robertson, and that ties the game with under a minute to go. So we go to overtime, and in the OT, Lee's shot gets stopped, but there's Robertson cleaning up the rebound. Falcons up by 1. Cougars respond within seconds. Hunter Munson rips it short side to tie the game. And in the second overtime period, Thomas Castro Santos dishes to Tanner Islander, and he puts it home. And after a Saratoga goal for sudden death, Lee gets it on the point and from a tough angle is able to finesse it into the net, and that is gonna do it. Saratoga wins a thriller by a final score of 10-9. A good opening night win for the Saratoga Falcons. Each week, May Industries honors a team of excellence that is doing great work, just like the construction work being done for more than 40 years by May Industries. This week's May Industries team of excellence is the Pittsburgh High football team. The Pirates were impressive in their opening night victory. The talented Pirates, led by head coach Vic Galley, are a perennial playoff team and look strong again this season. A team of excellence, just like May Industries.
Coming up, Miramonte takes on St. Mary's.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 football poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Lexus of Stevens Creek. Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring the Volunteer Scholarship Award. 5 scholarships worth a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet. By Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta. Come check out our sports event packages. And by the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
Back at the Sportsplex, and no question about it, Miramonte likes to throw the ball. The Mats junior quarterback Tim Tague threw for 473 yards in the team's opener last week, where the Mats scored 52 points and they won the game.
Yeah, in fact, the Mats had a quarterback that played for the 49ers for a short time. Ken Dorsey, as you know. The Mats with their home opener this week, taking on a St. Mary's team that played in the D4 final game last season. The Panthers looking for their first win this season at Miramonte Friday night.
These Miramonte fans in a festive mood as the Matadors take on St. Mary's. This play tells the story. Clayton Stair takes the handoff, and Stair is gone, breaking a tackle, then just pure speed, 55 yards and an early first quarter lead. But just moments later, St. Mary's right back at him. Stevie Harvey weaving through the defense, and a big gain leads to a Panthers score and a 7-6 lead. But back comes Miramonte through the air this time as Tim Tagg hits Kevin Shepard, and Shep is in 14-7, Miramonte. More Mats in the second, toss it to Stair, and Clay is having himself a game. Just shy of the end zone here, but Stair would punch it in, 21-7 Mats. St. Mary's coming back again. This time it's Ryan Jenkins to Cameron James. Touchdown Panthers. But Miramonte takes off from there. Tag over to Sutter Lindbergh, showing his moves and then his strength as he's finally brought down. And then later it's Tag with a nice throw to a streaking Ryan Anderson, and the Mats are on their way. Then Tag play action and firing over the middle. Nick Foster gets it. He's just short of the end zone, but Stair walks it in a short time later. Then the opening moments of the fourth quarter, it's Stair with his 6th touchdown of the game to go along with 272 yards rushing. Later in at quarterback is Lindbergh, who throws to Ben Werner, and Big Ben is in as Miramonte goes to 2-0 on the season with the 58-41 victory.
Liberty and Monte Vista meeting in Danville Tuesday evening. First set, Liberty on the attack, but the ball is sent back. Compliments of Monte Vista's McLean Fields and Bella Penza. Mustangs led early on. Later in the set, Penza feeds the outside to sophomore Amanda Thorne, who powers it through the block. Monte Vista took set 1, 25-22. Second set, Liberty coming on strong. Check out Taylor Dixon sending it back to where it came from, but Monte Vista would respond. Off a rally, Penza gets it and goes to the outside again, but finds Maddie Daly this time, and she whips it past the defense. And then to close out the set, Alexandra Nickerson with a kill down the line, set 2 to Monte Vista, 25-22. Third set controlled by Liberty. This is Ashley Dixon tooling it off the block. Lions took set 3, 25-11. Fourth set now, Penza with the back set, and it finds Morgan Burrows, who hammers it down as the Mustangs begin to pull away. And Nickerson would cap off the night for Monte Vista with yet another kill, one of 8 kills on the night, and the Mustangs win in 4 sets. Burrows with a team-high 10 kills on the night. DGDG.com is with us again this season, and they bring us the Be Happy play. This week's Be Happy play goes to Maddie Daly from Monte Vista High School. Maddie coming up with a big-time block at the net, and she is pretty pumped about it. Check out Maddie's contagious smile and energy in this week's Be Happy play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the play of the week. Here's one of the contenders. We'll announce the winner next.
But first, here's this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Christine, and today's training tip is the goblet squat. The first thing you're going to do is bring your dumbbell up to your chest, bring it in close. Make sure you're standing tall and your feet are shoulder width apart. Next thing, you're going to bend down, push your hips back. Make sure your quads are parallel with the floor. Come back up. Squeeze your glutes when you come back up. This is a good lower body exercise. Try to get yourself to 3 sets of 10 reps.
Once again this season, the winner of the play of the week will receive an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet at EA Sports.
To be decided when.
We're working on it.
Yes, but we like to show some contenders first and then the final play of the night. So here's this week's play of the week.
Play of the week.
We start in the pool with Saratoga's Mason Lee with a terrific backhand shot as he fires it in. Here's Sarah's Brandon Monroe with a one-handed grab for the touchdown. Same game, Anthony Sweeney with the read option. He read it just right. He is fast and he is tough. Look at that, barreling over defenders for the touchdown, Anthony Sweeney. Here's Devon Hutchinson for Santa Teresa. Look at him breaking tackle, spinning free, keeps his balance. 70 yards for the touchdown for the Santa Teresa Saint, but it's not play of the week because Najee Harris for Antioch with a fingertip catch here. Look at him keep his balance, avoid the defender, and it's going to be a 75-yard touchdown run as Najee Harris warding off defenders all the way in for the touchdown. A great run for the Alabama-bound junior. It's the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Join us next week when we meet the Valley Christian volleyball player who has a voice of gold. We'll see you then.